Do you know you can use fire braziers and beehives inside enemy camps to take down enemies? They are especially useful if you're taking a stealth approach, but they work great mid-combat too. When you hit a fire brazier, it collapses and spreads fire across the ground, burning anyone nearby. Then there are beehives too. Look for them on stumps or hanging from branches. Hit one and a swarm of angry bees will attack whoever's close and take him down. And if you're running low on arrows, even an empty sake jar can be thrown to hit a brazier or beehive. So whether you're moving stealthily through a camp or caught right in the middle of a fight, fire braziers and beehives are both really useful for clearing enemy camps. Those bounty posters of Atsu that Saito's men keep putting up keep changing as the story moves forward, with new crimes added and the rewards going higher each time. Now you probably know that if you view and take your own bounty, it restores all your spirit. But what you might not know is that you don't even have to view it first. You can just strike the poster with your weapon and it still restores all your spirit. Wooden shields wielded by enemies are flammable. Set them on fire and they will burn and break apart, staggering the enemies for a few seconds and leaving them wide open for follow-up attacks. Makes this especially useful if you haven't unlocked the melee weapon that's effective against shields. Enemies carrying lanterns can be turned to your advantage. Just hit the lit lantern with any throwable and it will explode right away, instantly taking out the carrier and setting nearby enemies on fire, which really helps when things get crowded. You can keep aiming with your right stick and switch ammo types at the same time by just tapping R1. You don't have to lift your thumb for it. And yeah, it works for the bomb types too. There's no dedicated button to drop an empty sake jar or a throwable weapon quietly, but what you can do is just swipe the touchpad to draw your weapon. That will make you drop it silently. You can also press L1 to do the same, but sometimes that can trigger standoff, so it's not always the best option. When you're on horseback, pressing R3 changes the camera view. The default view gives you that cinematic letterbox look with black bars, zoomed out so you can see more of the breathtaking scenery around you. There are two other views. One removes the bars but keeps the same wide shot, and the other zooms in closer like in Tsushima. My favorite's definitely the full screen zoomed out one without the bars. It's perfect for taking in the gorgeous landscapes while galloping across Ezo. The game tells you that galloping through white flowers or jumping over obstacles gives a speed boost, but what it doesn't tell you is that collecting resources while galloping also gives a burst of speed, and even passing through white birds or galloping over water does the same. Joining a herd of wild horses gives that same boost as they gallop beside you, matching your pace, creating one of the most beautiful sights in the game. If you steer too sharply, they drift away, but if you guide them gently, they'll stay with you longer, keeping that speed boost going. Do you know you can jump off your horse by pressing the triangle button? On foot, you jump with X, but on horseback, pressing triangle makes you leap off the horse. And during that jump, you can even press the attack button to swing your sword mid-air or press triangle again to do a jump kick. So if you're out in the open world of Ezo and you spot these red clothes moving with the wind on stone stacks, broken stumps or dead trees, don't just pass them. Those mark spots with resources present, so make sure you collect them before passing by. For all the photo mode enjoyers out there, did you know you can break the range of the camera? Just enter the photo mode, pull the camera back till the edge, then exit and enter again. After a few repeats, it breaks, and it's crazy how far you can go. Really useful for capturing those far out shots. When the wolves latching onto an enemy, get close. Occasionally, you will see an instant execution prompt appear, and by pressing triangle, Atsu takes that enemy out in one strike. Pulling that off is always satisfying. You can blow into your controller's mic to light campfires, which really adds to the immersion. Just go into settings, then accessibility, and switch the campfire controls from simplified to microphone. When you're trying to fit a map piece and it's just not clicking, the game helps you out. After a short while, a glowing white square will blink on the map and show you exactly where to place it. So every time you set up a camp and then exit it, you'll see the message "Last campsite updated." That camp now works as a fast travel point. So you can open the map, find it, and fast travel back by pressing triangle. Perfect for quickly heading off to shop, upgrade your gear, or do whatever you want before returning exactly where you were and continuing right from there. Some of the hot springs across Ezo have got a note placed beside him, and if you follow what it says before resting, something interesting happens. One of them told me to go to a nearby cliff and bow toward Mount Yotei. So I did, and the red leaves around me flew up in the air. After that, I went to rest in the hot spring and a black fox appeared nearby. Another note said to drink to my luck before entering. So I did, and while I was resting, a red fox showed up and left behind some coins. So if you find a note beside a hot spring, always read it. Follow what it says, cause something interesting always happens. Here's a little detail I really like. When we swipe down on the touchpad, Atsu shows respect by bowing. And if you do that in front of NPCs, they bow back too. Across Ezo, just like in Tsushima, you will come across these wooden signposts with a bowing silhouette on them. These are hidden altars, and when you show respect there, it triggers something special around. But in Yotei, there's one more way to trigger it. Instead of bowing, you can swipe left, bring out the shamisen, play a few notes, and that too triggers the same special thing. Remember that spear fishing move the Yari master teaches you? You can actually use it out in the open world too. Just watch for a fish jumping out of the water. Keep your Yari ready and press square right as it leaps to catch it mid-air. Here's a pretty funny little detail, that white paint the game uses to mark grabbable ledges ain't really paint at all, it's bird drop-ins. There's always a bird sitting right above those spots, and the white color you see is because bird poop is generally accompanied by their urine, which is thick like paint and white. If you let Atsu stand still for a while, sometimes this cute idle animation happens, where a bird comes and lands on her hand. It's a small thing, but it's hard not to smile when something like this happens. When it's raining and you open the map, you can see raindrops landing on it and even hear them hit, as if Atsu's holding it out in the rain herself, and it really adds to the immersion. If you have Atsu drink 3 jars of sake in a row, she gets so drunk she starts throwing up right after. And if you make her do that on horseback, she'll get too dizzy and fall off her horse. If you're near a place of interest you haven't found yet, a small golden bird will appear to lead you there. But what you might not know is that fireflies can help too, guiding you towards new items, and you will see their light blink faster as you get closer. Alright, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed it.